Hey Channel Insiders, I'm your host Katie Bavoso, and welcome to this episode of Partner POV, brought to you by Hack the Box. If you're looking to expand your cybersecurity offerings or break into this market altogether, Hack the Box wants to be your IT channel partner. I'd now like to welcome my guest today, Seth Tossie, Vice President of Global Channel Sales, and David Grant, Head of Enterprise Sales, both from Hack the Box. Welcome to you two, and thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much for the time.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
You got it. Yeah, really happy to have you here and get to know Hack the Box. So that brings me to my first question. Let's get to know Hack the Box. You were founded in 2017. Talk to me about the solutions that you offer.
So Hack the Box is in the training space, but we're known for our upskilling platform that we provide, and everything is gamified. So it's a lot of fun, but you're also learning at the same time. So the solutions that we provide, there's probably about 5 or 6 of them, but they all fall under the umbrella of say training. We range from an academy product that is, kind of academic and allows you to get all the way through a certification. So you're basically proving that you have the skills needed in order to do a job. And then we have continuous learning by doing labs that are very open-ended and labs that are a lot of fun, and they are constantly updated with new material every week, actually. So it's pretty much an endless learning journey that we put people on.
Aren't we all on an endless learning journey, though? That's the point of life. Well, let's talk about those verticals that your customers typically operate in. Obviously, we're talking to those cybersecurity experts, but when it comes to their businesses, the kinds of verticals they're in, who are they?
Well, it's pretty much everybody, but we definitely have areas of focus and areas where we do more, I'd say, than others. But yeah, cybersecurity is very ubiquitous, as I'm sure everybody knows that's listening. But we do very well in things like financial services. We're definitely very big in the federal, like DoD type space. We're pretty much in every vertical that you can think of. So there's really nobody excluded. I'd also add we're pretty big in the consulting space. So that type of anybody that offers a security consulting type of product, if they're doing things like penetration testing, those types of firms that are doing professional services in the security industry also tend to be a big focus for us as well.
Yeah, very important places, especially to continue learning and be on that upskilling journey. So as we've already mentioned, Hack the Box specializes in a gamified approach to cybersecurity training. But how does gamification give cybersecurity teams better outcomes?
Gamification is fun inherently, right? So it makes the training more likely for people to return to it over and over again. We also have global leaderboards for our community that are actually indicative of how well you're doing against the entire world of other hackers that are on the platform. We actually have 3 million people on our main platform that participate in this. You end up with better outcomes because people are more motivated to actually do the training. So giving somebody something that's relevant to their job, but that's also a lot of fun, that also provides them with incentives, is a good recipe for a good outcome.
So let's get into the meat of why we're here today, because Hack the Box launched its global partner program this summer, 2024. Congratulations on that, first of all. What is your reasoning for opening Hack the Box up to channel partners, and how critical are they to your business?
Well, very critical, and I'm pleased and proud that the program was rolled out. We took our time rolling this program out to make sure that one, is competitive, is comparable to a lot of the other software vendors in place today. So we took our time to make sure that it provided benefits to our partners. What I foresee is that one is going to help us drive some uplift to the business from an indirect standpoint, and also to help drive incremental business to our bottom line as well. So when I was discussing the opportunity at Hack the Box, one of the things that Hack the Box was cognizant of is they need a channel to be competitive against our competition, right? How do we get to a point where we become more of a mainstay within the market from a branding standpoint? And channel will help do that. From a scaling perspective, recognize VARs, distributors as well as out there as well. But it also helps us really hit a number, drive an additional number that we really need to grow our business. And then two, it helps us drive new logos. New logos is the piece that a lot of analysts look into to kind of help define where we are within the market. Right. So new logos, incremental business, scale is what really will help benefit the Hack the Box business with the channel program in place, a viable channel program.
Obviously, it's a very exciting time for Hack the Box. Let's talk to those new partners out there who are listening to this and saying, this might be something that I want to get involved in. What benefits and incentives can new partners expect to see when they become a part of the Hack the Box partner program? And of course, what kinds of partners are you specifically looking for?
Absolutely. Well, first and foremost, without a compelling solution, the program is irrelevant, right? So we actually have a compelling solution, as Dave mentioned earlier in the podcast. But with the program in place, we built some very competitive discounts, margins where partners can make some money to kind of help sell our solutions. Two, we actually have a partner portal to where they can access our content, to where they can actually be more self-sufficient, do deal registrations. We actually provide market discretionary funds for investments in our partners to kind of help drive demand for pipeline build, to build their business as well. We also have now partner marketing resource that they can work with to collaborate, to kind of help build pipeline, to help build their business, to understand who we are, to be more self-sufficient as well. We built the partner enablement program to where from the onboarding standpoint, they can cleanly, successfully go through an onboarding process to really get ingrained with reference to the Hack the Box culture, understand the solutions, and get aligned with our sellers. I mentioned in the previous question, but it's the collaboration aspect of it. So with intent, we built all of this to make it more of to give the usability and the experience to our partners, a very clean experience, but also give them the ability to be successful and build their business around our practice. The types of partners that we're going to be working with, we work with different routes to market, and the channel has various routes to market, such as reseller, MSP, distribution, OEM, alliances, and the list goes on. We will support all those. Initially, right now, our strength is more so on the reseller side, distribution side. We're looking at right now GSI, MSP. So as we roll out this new program, we're also expanding our base from a route to market standpoint to give us more reach. As I mentioned before, scale is key for us to kind of get out there and scale the market, become more competitive. But also look at ways that we can also touch in different areas of the business that we really can't touch into right now for the growth of our business. The success is really coming down to the incremental growth of our business, and other routes to market, such as the MSP and also the GSI, as I mentioned, will get us there, right? So it's a crawl before you walk kind of scenario that we're building out on with the program. But I do feel that we have a plan in place to really successfully extend this program as we actually have it as today. And as part of the benefits part with the new program, we also have created a new partner spiff as part of the new program rollout. What this new partner spiff provides is the ability for partners to be able to make rebates, make money on selling Hack the Box solutions. Any deal that a partner brings to Hack the Box that they actually close will give a percent based upon the size of the deal. So what this entails is that we're doing tier levels. Size of the deal is tier 1, another size is tier 2. So what we're going to do is pay a back-end rebate on any deal that our partner sells that they bring to Hack the Box, and then we'll pay them a back-end rebate on the closure of that deal. So what we wanted to do was, one, outside just rolling out a new program and highlighting the benefits, but we also wanted to tie in the spiff to this as well, to drive some motion, to drive some incentives, but also some excitement with our partners as well as part of this new rollout. It's looking good right now. We've actually been promoting it. We've been socializing it. So these are things that we really want to drive with our partners as well.
And Seth, kind of building on what we were just talking about, where do you see the greatest opportunities in cybersecurity this year for channel partners? Obviously, we know the need is great. So how can Hack the Box help partners capitalize on these opportunities within cybersecurity?
Yeah, so one, as David really truly articulated, our strength is really the upskilling, right? But there's much more than just the upskilling aspect of it. Our solution will provide our partners to become more advisors within any engagement that they sell into. What does that mean? It provides the partners to actually really become more sticky into the accounts, to actually build additional business in that account. They can become advisors. They can be experts within what they're selling from a Hack the Box standpoint. So what I like about this, though, is one, I call it the land and expand. Right. One, they sell a solution within an account, a compelling solution, that is. We also have multiple solutions that they can actually extend that business as well. So one, partner can make more money on the land and expand opportunities. Two, our solution is compelling enough to where they become advisors and really stick in that account to be the skill set expert within that account, to where they can also build a different practice within that account as well. So we're not looking at partners to kind of drive transactions. we're looking at partners become more strategic in those accounts that they sell Hack the Box into, for them to be able to kind of expand and grow their business as well, which I do feel that our program, along with our solution, will allow them to be able to get to that particular point as well for growth.
You mentioned about the increase in reach, Seth. So how can partners feel that love themselves? How can they increase their own reach and customer base by adding Hack the Box to their own offerings?
Yeah, that's a good question. So one, we have our own customer base, right? So if I go back to what we mentioned before, it's all about the sales with motion. There's the advantages of a partner coming into our ecosystem to where they actually have their own customer base. We also have our own customers. And typically what we'll do is we'll do some account mapping to see exactly where a partner can help us or help a person like a David extend his business, to where we'll go in and figure out how we can extend their business as well. So between those two elements, there's a huge customer base, an opportunity that we can really tie into if we do it the right way, collaborative together, right? As I mentioned, not just the solution, but it's the approach. It's the approach in reference to how we adopt our partners, enable our partners, work with our partners on a day-to-day to make sure that they're successful and build that trust. The trust is the biggest piece for partners to really adopt us, but also for us to adopt our partners as well. So people like a Dave is a piece that will help us build that trust to where now we can go to market together to really extend our business beyond what we currently have today for both sides, the partner side and also the Hack the Box side as well. And I'll also add, as far as brand equity, when we look at enterprise accounts, right, there's a lot that's tied in enterprise accounts, different groups, different departments. And what the Hack the Box partners can do is get into an account and sell a solution within one department. But from a branding perspective, it'll transcend to other departments, right? From an enterprise account perspective, right? One department will be able to share with another one, and that's how you actually do the land and expand, as I mentioned before. There's various enterprise accounts that we actually leverage to sell with our partners to kind of help grow that business. But the brand equity is key for us to be able to scale and expand within those enterprise accounts. And leveraging those enterprise accounts, having somebody with a strong name will then help us transcend to other accounts with an enterprise perspective as well, which is why we have David on the call here. So that's the strength that we provide, is not only just the solution, but the brand, but also the partner's brand, as well as their relationships with those accounts, right? That's the key thing that we can leverage our partners with to kind of help us get into a relationship, get into a department that we don't have any kind of reference into from a relationship standpoint. So that's where the collaboration will help us expand within that particular base as well.
So if I could add to that, one thing for sure that I see with partners is getting Hack the Box on their line card, so to speak, has opened up a lot of doors for them to be able to work with even customers that they might already have a little bit of a relationship with. But this is a new channel or new avenue into that same customer that they might already think they have a relationship with, to get even deeper and wider into the account. Our offering is pretty ubiquitous in general. So generally you'll find people, or they will find people, that know who we are and that are using us in some capacity. So it's a pretty easy, natural conversation for a partner to start poking around at their existing clients even and saying, hey, do you guys know about Hack the Box? Do you use it? And you're generally going to find somebody that says, oh yeah, I use that, or me and my friends use it, or something like that. And that can lead to conversations that can grow your footprint in the account as well. So it's really pretty much like we're a nice entry point for partners to either get into a new account or grow into the accounts that they currently are already in.
Well, I think that if you wanted to take a break for the rest of the year, you could, considering everything that Hack the Box has accomplished. But I have a feeling that's not the case. What's next for Hack the Box?
A lot. One, we really focus on the critical routes to market that we find is going to help us drive our business from an incremental standpoint on the channel side. As I mentioned, what's pertinent right now in the market from a hyperscaler perspective, OEM perspective, alliance, MSP, whatever it may be, we need to identify the priorities. And that will be done as we go into FY25 and build a program around that. Two, we're looking at also recruiting some stronger partners, right? I'm always under the scope of revenue is quality, not quantity, right? And I do feel that we actually have quality partners, but we're also getting more partners coming to us that wants to become partners. So with intent, there's some areas within our business that we want to really recruit some stronger partners in those ecosystems to kind of help us grow the business as well. And give them the same experience as far as the onboarding aspect, collaboration with our sellers, so that will remain the same. But it's going to really come down to our routes to market. How do we look at ways where we can be more innovative, right, from a route to market standpoint, such as the marketplace with AWS, such as focusing on the MSP side of the business and GSI. And those are the three that I know will be part of our FY25 plan, right? And we're starting looking at that right now as a point where we're coming in FY25, we can execute on that in FY25 as well. The other element is looking at ways that we can grow our business, right, as far as the revenue streams with stronger partners, different routes to market, but also to bring in more internal, strong channel sales managers as well to drive more focus for growth, but also to give the partners the ability to be able to manage the way they need to be managed, right, from a scale standpoint, right? So there's a lot that we actually have planned for FY25, an exciting time. We will grow as the solution grows as well. We actually have a strong roadmap from a product standpoint. And with that roadmap, with the product standpoint, comes the channel that rolls with that product roadmap as well. But as I mentioned, it'll be the more the routes to market and growth with an internal standpoint with the business.
So just a few plans.
Just a few. The element that I'm happy about is one, we made huge strides in just getting the program out. That's just scratching the surface, as you alluded to earlier in your question. But two, there's so much opportunity out there with this program to the point where it's an exciting time to even kind of continue building upon that and see the fruit of the labor start manifest as we grow the business with the FY25 plans.
And David, how would you build on that?
Seth definitely mentioned the roadmap, and the roadmap from my perspective is pretty killer. We're going to be doubling down in areas that have worked well. Like blue team content has been a big area of growth for us throughout the 2024. We started off as a kind of red team offensive security focused company, and we pivoted into blue team over the past, say, like 18 months, and it's gone really well. And then from there, we're going to be going into a word that is quite a buzzword right now, but artificial intelligence and doing things in the AI space. So that's going to be fun. And also you'll see more cloud related content from us as well. So kind of those key areas, blue team, cloud, AI are going to be big drivers for growth for us. And we're going to be at the forefront leading the training space for sure.
Well, if I'm a potential partner and I want to learn more and I want to get on board, where can I go?
Yeah, two different ways. One, our partner portal. Go to our website. You can definitely learn a little bit more about who we are, first and foremost, to drive their interest. If you want to become a partner, there's an element within our website to where you can actually submit a request for partners as well to become a partner. And then two, they can always come to me for questions. And then also with the team in place, we'll make sure that they get what they need in regards to knowing who we are, but what the program provides as well.
Gentlemen, thank you both so much for your time today. I'm so excited to see where Hack the Box goes through the rest of the year and into 2025. And thank you at home for joining us. For more episodes of Partner POV, you can check out channelinsider.com. I'm Katie Bavoso, and I'll see you next time.